Hello everyone, I am Ritvik from Hyderabad and I am heading towards Yale School of Management this August. I am super stoked to be sharing this news, and a good part of this credit must definitely go towards Manan for helping me so very well throughout my entire application journey, and I couldn't be more glad to be working with him. So my initial plan was to only apply to ISB, and that's how my journey started. So back in the application cycle of 22-23, I had done a little bit of research and then approached a few alums from ISB, and most of them suggested only one single person, and that happened to be Manan Puri. So I was pretty curious to approach a strategy for GMAT and Mananpuri for the initial call and discover if I had that compatibility to work with them or not. And the very first call and the very first interaction I had with Mananpuri was quite fruitful, I must say, because Mananpuri and the institution itself gave me this unique feeling of helping me retain my originality, which I felt is quite important, but also present it in a unique way, in ways which I could not see. So I was quite locked down upon going ahead with strategy for GMAT, and then we started the application process. Went through this wonderful journey of rediscovering myself and then getting to know my highs and lows. And the best part with Manan, he is always available on call or be it on text with you. So he helps you, craft amazing application, but also, as I earlier mentioned, which most importantly retain the originality that's in his DNA is what I feel. So I initially applied only to ISB last year, and I was interviewed, and unfortunately I was waitlisted for 5 months, and ultimately could not convert it. And then I was super dejected because I was very hopeful given my profile as well as working with Manan. That gave me a lot of confidence that I would convert it, but eventually did not. And I was on a quite low ebb at that point of time in my life, to be very honest. But then actually I did realize that even though I did not convert ISB, I did put my best foot forward, and Manal helped me a great deal in that. So I did realize that there's no point in just staying like that. And then again came the next application cycle, during which I became even more ambitious, and then decided to apply to international schools which fit my profile as well as which have the opportunities which align to my interests. So this time as well, I approached Manan himself to continue working with him because given the comfort factor that we share, and the great soothing vibe and the guidance that Manan gives you, I was pretty sold on this fact that I will only work with Manan Puri and no one else. So I started the journey again, went back to square one, back to the drawing board, and then started analyzing where we fell short last time. And this time, Manan helped me cover all of those bases, and I was super happy that to whatever college I've applied to 4 colleges. I've got interviews from all of them, and then ultimately Yale converted, and Yale even is giving me a scholarship, which was just the icing on the cake. So in this entire journey, Manan always, was that 24/7 supporter who never let me even feel a single moment that maybe this application is in doubt, because the great aspect about him is that he always helps you to focus on the things that are quite original as well as quite important in your profile. So I believe that greatly helped my application, and I'm glad to recommend him to all of you folks, because Manan and strategy for GMAT, I felt they helped me, bring out those minor aspects which we usually tend to ignore. And even during the interview cycle, when I was preparing after the interview call that I had from these colleges, they greatly helped me fine tune whatever little details I had in my profile. So everything finally worked out, I must say. So couldn't be more happy. And then, yes, I highly recommend working with Manan Puri and the entire strategy of GMAT team so that you can get the desired results. Thanks.